pay Georgia income tax? I'm sure nobody is going to raise their hand because we are all law-abiding people. So what I'm going to say today is going to be very relevant to you. There is no disagreement that hospitals are one of the backbones of the community health. Did you know that 33% of Georgia's rural counties, they don't have hospital? In 2013, 14 hospitals failed. In 2015, 25 hospitals closed. In 2025, just in this 3 months, 10 hospitals have closed, and in fact, late February alone, 5 hospitals closed. The payer mix makes all the difference. Going back to the rural hospitals, rural areas, they have a high percentage of Medicaid and self-pay and very little commercially insured. So what happens when it is government program that pays? Normally the hospital only gets reimbursed 80% of their cost. For self-pay, it is 5 cents to $1. So you can see how difficult it is for rural hospitals to stay open. Georgia ranks number 6 in nation in terms of hospitals closing. And I'm sure you all will agree that's easier to lend some aid and keep the existing hospital open rather than open a new one. Thanks to our elected representative, we have a very unique program special to Georgia. It's called Georgia Rural Hospital Tax Credit Program. It's also known as Georgia Heart Program. What it does is that it allows individuals and businesses to receive a state tax credit for contributing to eligible rural hospitals. You have a flyer on the table. I'm sure among all the paper you may miss it, but it looks something like this. What you can do is to contribute towards this. You select the rural hospital that you want to donate. You complete your tax credit application. It's not application, it's application. And the Georgia Heart will handle the submission to the Department of Revenue on your behalf, and you will be notified of your approval. Then you have 180 days to cut a check and send your donation. I would say 180 days or until December 31st, whichever comes in first, to make your donation. You send the check to the designated hospital, and through Georgia Heart, you get a tax receipt confirming your contribution. You can use that to claim your 100% state income tax credit when filing for your Georgia tax return. But do not wait, because the program has a statewide cap of $100 million per year. You contribute from January 1 to June 30th. Contributions are approved on a first-come, first-served basis. So if you apply for it when they have met that $100 million goal, then you won't get a credit. Of course, the hospital will be ready to take your money anytime you want to give. So, by participating in this program, what you do is you are directly supporting the rural healthcare in Georgia while benefiting from dollar-for-dollar reduction in your state tax liability. So no-brainer, it's a good deal. You may be wondering why I'm standing here and talking about this. I do have an announcement to make. I have taken up a new job. And Stephanie, this was my April Fool joke. So, why I'm talking about this is because I do have a plea to each one of you. As you know, Northeast Georgia Health System has 5 hospitals, the Gainesville, Habersham, Lumpkin, Brazelton, and Barrow. 2 of our hospitals fall in that list. There is a list of 49 hospitals that qualify for this program, and they are ranked according to their need, most needy to relatively less needy. Our Habersham Hospital is number 2 on that, and our Lumpkin Hospital is number 4 on that. If you are thinking, well, that is in the mountains, why worry? I want to are really concerned about Barrow, you have to realize that we have the same part. So if you have to take care of these 5 hospitals, Gainesville, you know, they just got a green tower. If you take care of these 2, they qualify for $4 million each. Then we are left with Brazelton and Barrow, which are the hospitals that normally this community goes through. Brazelton, their crane has been up for too long, so the focus has to be on Barrow. As you know, we did a lot of renovation, and we also applied for certificate of need for an ambulatory surgery center, outpatient surgery center. Everything is okay, other than only hospital that has raised objection is the north side. So we are dealing with that. And in the next 2 months, we should be announcing some more good news that will be good for the community. So the bottom line is, instead of you writing a check and turning it over and hoping that your tax dollars are used in a good way, something that you are passionate about, you have a choice. You can write it to Habersham or Lumpkin, and that way your healthcare, hospital healthcare benefits from it. If you are thinking, I'm just an individual, how does it matter? If you look at the contribution, the major portions are the individuals, and a small sliver of it is the business, which means if you're an individual, please continue to contribute because we cannot do without you. And if you are the business, we need more of you to contribute towards this program. As I said, there is a flyer, John is available, and I am available if you need more information. But yes, it will be a big deal for us if you guys can help out. Thank you so much.